Hey, I'm sure you can probably hear me right now. I'm going to set up a push to talk key. I'm not sitting at my keyboard, so if anybody's watching this later on, but I'm not really saying too much. I'm kind of just trying to sit back and just play this game for a bit just to see what I think about it. Anyway, yep, guess just let's see how this goes.
You seek the king. He waits near the machine. No reason to go in here.
With full dash to victory!
Care for a shot before you enter the siege tower, or don't you drink and ride?
Cheer up, Witcher.
Laugh all you like. Come the assault was slipping on that shite.
We'll skin them alive!
They're getting what they deserve. Your presence insults the gods. They'll turn away from us in battle.
Too true. Overwhelming force.
With full dash to victory!
Care for a shot before you enter the siege tower, or don't you drink and ride? Bitch.
Hey, wasn't it you who defeated the Grand Master and put down the rebellion in Kazim?
Ah, the aroma. Only I can quote it. Where'd they get the meat from? There's no time to waste.
Don't all disperse in search of booty and wenches.
Those trebuchets are fucking pounding the pulp out of them.
Must be shitting themselves on the wall.
Any advice from a veteran? Let's show them the moon.
Hey, wasn't it you who defeated the Grand Master and put down...
Greetings. Can I interest you in a worthy cause? We could use your support.
What's the cause?
A veterans fund for former fighting men of need.
Uh-huh. Found anyone gullible enough to fall for that?
There's nothing to fall for. It's just some arm wrestling.
Arm wrestling?
Yeah, why? You put down some coin and we wrestle. Win and the pot is yours. Lose and... well, the coin goes to the fund. Care to test your strength?
Maybe this could be settled without a battle.
Well, that's some strength you've got in that arm of yours.
They'll be sitting down to the table at home.
Greetings.
I haven't played dice.
Ah, it's like roll.
Take the knights alive. Hey, wasn't it you who defeated the Grand Master and put down the rebellion in Racine?
One, two, and again! That ought to teach you military manners, you rabble! 1, 2, no punching around! Soldiers!
Those trebuchets are fucking pounding the pulp out of them. Voltis said if you don't hurry with your balls...
Make
Victory!
Richard's medallion out of him. You saw
With Voltis to victory!
The king awaits you.
A beautiful day for battle. Fear not, Excellency. We're out of range of their arbalists.
I am no warrior, sire. I must admit, I prefer to joust verbally or with a pen, the emissary of peace that I am. Thus bringing them laws, culture, and peace above all.
Finally! Traitors of the realm boil tar on the walls while you dally with the royal advisor.
How may I assist you, sire?
We mount an assault today, and you'll be at my side. Follow me, gentlemen. Let's not keep the traitors waiting.
Sire, you said we were out of range.
That was a ballista, Excellency. Its arms strengthened with bronze plates and strung with horsehair. It can propel heavy bolts up to a mile away. A deadly and very costly weapon. An experienced crew can cock and release 2 bolts each minute. Yet it has one flaw.
Your Grace, please take cover.
The recoil of the arms is so strong upon firing that the weapon shifts. It simply cannot hit the same spot twice.
I had no idea Your Grace was a learned military engineer.
I'm not. I gave the Baroness those ballistae 2 years ago for her birthday.
Sire.
What say you, Excellency, of men who live in spite of such wounds?
And what say you, Your Grace, of soldiers who inflict them?
Those who did this live no more.
I wish to converse with you once the storm of battle has subsided.
Forgive me, Excellency, but I plan to leave the royal court as soon as possible.
Might I know why?
Too often they take me for someone I'm not.
What do they call you, soldier? Wait. You served with me at Brenneran during our foray into the Pontar Valley. Norman Sador. Still in armors?
Yes, sir. Fight is not confined to me.
Ha! Norman Sador. For your years of faithful service to the crown, I appoint you Decurion of the Arbalists. Onwards, gentlemen. No reason to dawdle.
To be remembered by His Majesty. A foothold on the wall is all we need. Don't all disperse in search
Any
of
advice
booty
from
and
a veteran?
wenches.
I'm too old.
Eliminate the stragglers first.
Forgive my candor, Your Majesty, but I must ask, what fate awaits the royal bastards when...
They're my children. If I hear bastard one more time, someone will die. Painfully.
Your Grace, forgive me. But the laws of succession are irrefutably clear.
Piss on the laws. I'll change them if need be. Above all, I'll not allow a band of treacherous barons to use my children as their banner.
Your Majesty is entirely within his rights.
Ada is dead, and I have no other children.
I see.
This conversation is over, Excellency. Please retire to your tent. Black One's in my camp for a battle. What has the world come to? Nothing would make me happier than returning his shriveled head to Emir in a sack. But Triss Merigold insisted I be patient and courteous. Was I?
Not really. I actually saw His Excellency sweat. But that'll be our secret.
You brought your sense of humor along. Have you learned anything about the assassin?
It's possible he was a Witcher.
Witcher? What have I ever done to the ploughing Witchers? Anything more?
He had no medallion, but that doesn't mean anything.
Many in your shoes would have withheld that information. After the battle, Triss will report to me. For now, let us tend to the traitors. Where are you aiming, imbeciles? Soldier! Spyglass! What is going on up there? The gods! Count Etcheverry! Catch, Witcher. Aim for the rogue with the red plume. Not 6 months ago, he swore eternal friendship to me. Quickly! How much higher?
Two and a half degrees.
Did we hit the bastard?
He ducked.
Damn it! We'll get him on the walls. Follow me, Witcher! You know, Witcher, I'm prepared to forgive Louisa. All she need do is to kneel before her king. Onward, Witcher! To the top!
Very noble of you.
Are you mocking me? Never mind. I'm certain Louisa will realize her mistakes. Besides, children should have a mother.
I'm lost.
It's quite simple. Louisa and I had a bit of a tiff. She made demands I could not fulfill. Understand?
I think so.
Count Etcheverry and others immediately intervened, all noble, all sympathetic. They claimed the evil king would take her children, but they would protect them, even place them on the throne. And the Baroness was duped, a motherly love used. In truth, they desire privileges that would weaken the throne.
When you're ploughing for your king, blood and mud, your brow a sweat, blood in a bandage, prick in a sling. That's a swiving soldier's life. Taking orders, smash your foe. Going a country, there your wife. And a long road at your toe.
Greetings.
Greetings. Well, at your
Bread and
service.
vodka's all you'll get. When you're ploughing for your king. Blood and mud, your brow a sweat. Balls in a bandage, brick in a sling. That's a swiving soldier's life. Taking orders, smash your foe. Coin and country, there your wife. And a long road at your toe. Look alive, men! Hail to the king! we headed? What the fuck do we want? Victory! This I like! Eyes on the bridge! We're nearly there! Weapons at the ready!
That tower was ridiculous.
It was designed to break the rebels' morale.
A bunch of lords and lordlings took a ride to then pompously stride on top of the walls, while the real army fought and died below them in the shit and piss-filled streets.
If years of service have taught me anything, it's that the Highborn don the best costumes and get the best vantage points, whether at a ball or in battle. But it's not the time for that kind of jousting, Witcher. Continue your story.
Things went relatively smoothly after we came out of that tower. That is, until we ran into Aryan Lavalette.
Lord Suxon, you shall push for the center aisle and bring down that gate.
It's a good day to kill, Your Majesty! Follow me, gentlemen! For Temeria!
Lord Swan, you and your men shall follow me. We must capture or otherwise deal with Aryan Lavalette in order to break the defenders' morale.
Yes, Your Grace.
Geralt, gentlemen, follow me! For the glory! Fall back, goddammit! I forbid you to die like imbeciles. Hear me! They've taken a good position, the bastards! If this persists, they'll pick us off like ducks, and I'm no duck. Any ideas?
That ballista would do the trick.
Stand your ground!
Kill the Witcher! Kill the Witcher! Kill the Witcher! Kill the Witcher!
Guess they'll never learn.
The towermen! Storm the tower! The gods are with us! The door! Smash the door! Axeman, give me splinters!
be put down like the rabid dogs you are!
Aryan Lavalette, this will be no easy task. Surrender, Aryan! You'll be treated with honor!
Go plow yourself, King!
Bury them in arrows! Come on, men! For Temeria!
They're well shielded.
You got a better idea?
I'll try to get inside. It shouldn't be hard if the archers provide cover.
That's the son of Louisa and the old Baron. Heir to these lands. He's hot-tempered but good with a sword. Be careful.
I'll try to reason with him.
Cover the Witcher!
The famed Geralt of Rivia. You've fallen low, Witcher. Word has it you're one of the best swordsmen in the north. Time to test that rumor.
Enough slaughter. Surrender and Foltest will treat you and your men with honor.
And what guarantee is there that he'll not cut us down to the last?
None.
Foltest defiled my mother. Now he colludes with Nilfgaard.
The king leads an army. You have but a few brave men and your honor. In a minute, you may lose even those. Choose.
Hear that, men! The king sends a Witcher, and we are to surrender, forgetting the very nature of honor and pride. We must choose. Shame or a Witcher's sword. Is that how you would live? Will you bow your heads before Foltest?
Never!
You heard them, Witcher.
This is between us.
So be it. Stand back, men! My nanny told me stories about you when I couldn't sleep. I especially liked the one of Renfrey and her rogues. As I grew, I dreamed of facing you one day.
That dream will not have a happy ending for you.
Down with
Halt! He's mine! The famed Geralt of Word.
Enough.
And what?
None. The king.
Hear that, man? Is that?
Never!
Don't be a fool. This is no game. Your men don't need to die. Surrender, and the king will show mercy.
My mother has seen enough of this king's mercy.
What'll you do? Throw yourself on my sword? Run?
He made mother a harlot, then denied her before all the realm.
True enough. But no massacre, no misguided heroism will change that. Drop your weapons.
Should anything happen to my mother, I shall find you and kill you.
Arian Lavalette laid down his sword. Well, well.
Have you spoken to him?
Briefly. Just before they took him off to the torture chamber. The hard luck of a traitor. Continue.
While I remember, what happened to the dragon?
It destroyed half the castle. Killed hordes of soldiers and flew off.
Where?
In the general direction of Edda.
To think it almost killed us all.
Arian Lavalette has surrendered the castle. Open up!
And the Baron lives?
Yes, he lives. I'm not spiteful. Open this gate, kneel before your king, and I shall show you mercy.
Looks like we're stuck.
Indeed, and my magic's no good here. The main force down in those boats is going to beat us to town.
Want to head back to the tent? The camp will be nice and empty now. I've had enough for today.
Tempting. Look, the King's Special Forces.
We want to see him!
You doubt my words, dog. Open the gate now!
Sire.
Vernon Roach. Tell me, Roach.
There's fighting in the town. A section of our forces crossed the river in fishing boats and swarmed the streets, burning, raping, pillaging. The Lavalettes are making a stand near the temple.
What of the Baroness?
Alive and safely tucked away.
Unsoiled, I hope.
As you ordered, sire. She's fine, and beautiful as ever. The children were not with her.
But you know where they are?
In the monastery, but we've yet to penetrate that area.
Cross, quickly!
Protect the king!
Dragon! Take cover! To the hoardings!
Protect the king! Run for the hoarding! Give my legs for a heavy crossbow right now.
It's a dragon! I can't believe it!
Marigold, stop admiring it and do something!
It's not that simple!
Before the fruit turns my army
to cinder!
Witcher, how do you fight something like that?
You don't. You run.
Some professional you are.
We've got to get to the town.
Dragon! Take cover! To the hoarding! The gate! They're at the gate! At there!
You want to go over and tell him?
Yes, to hold!
Back up! I'll open the gate! Quickly! Go! I'll manage! I can't hold this for long. Call the Arbalists! Quick! I can't hold this for long. Call the Arbalists!
Triss!
The bridge is burning! Quickly, this way!
Plowing dragon nearly reversed the course of the battle.
The fighting should have scared it off.
Forget the dragon. I need to hear how this story ends.
You were at my side almost all the time after the bridge collapsed.
Almost. Tell me how you got into the monastery courtyard.
Ha! And they said we couldn't get near the walls. Half a day and the town is taken.
Report! Fighting for the castle continues, and a group of rebels have barricaded themselves inside the monastery.
What of my children?
Likely in the church as well, sire. Fen took a priest to task, finally mumbled something about a passage neath the walls.
It would take a week to get a battering ram in here.
Axes, sire?
That will also take time. But what other course do we have? This priest. What of him? What of this passage?
I fainted before I could really get going on him. He's under guard below.
You've some work to do, Commander.
Yes, sire. Silas, you look to this door. Fen, come with me.
Witcher.
Your Grace.
I've a mission for you, one suited to your abilities. Vernon can be persuasive, but he's also hot-tempered, at times losing both his self-control and his subject. You must try to find this other passage on your own. Succeed, and you'll be the envy of all Vizima.
Soldiers loyal to the Lavalettes would never harm the Baroness's children.
I shall be reassured as to that when I see them, not before. We must act quickly. The rebels are dispersed, in disarray. As dim-witted as they are, I fear they could conclude the children would make good hostages.
Soldiers loyal to the Lavalettes would never harm the Baroness's children.
I shall be reassured as to that when I see them, not before. We must act quickly. The rebels are dispersed, in disarray. As dim-witted as they are, I fear they could conclude the children would make good hostages.
Maybe Roach will get something out of this priest. It's a relatively large town. I could use a hint.
I'm counting on him. But time is of the essence. Please explore the area. We seek a tunnel or something similar. Beware of traps. They may have planted some. You're best suited to this. My men lack your skills.
All right, I'll go.
I'm relying on you, Witcher. Where are those axes? Move your asses!
Would you release us, soldier, sir?
Shut it.
We're innocent.
Muggers. The king will decide your fate.
Shouldn't loiter around here, Witcher.
So many men
Restricted military
Focus
area.
on bitch.
I was just following orders.
Brother against
But we're
brother.
Temerians. You're
Brother against
Temerians.
brother.
Should have fled to my brother-in-law's in Riverdale.
Common muggers. Come on!
Scoia'tael.
Blow the lilies! Blow the lilies! Blow the lilies! Don't pull back!
Stand your ground! Down with protest!
For Temeria, men! To die for Temeria is to die a good death! Don't give back! They're no knights! They're traitors! Take no prisoners! Blasphemers! Onward! Attack!
For the Baroness!
Blow the lilies! Crush those vermin! For Temeria, man! To die for Temeria is to die a good death! Crush those vermin! For Temeria, man! To die for Temeria is to die a good death!
You have just become the most titled Witcher in the world. And the wealthiest.
I'll remind you of that when this is all over, sire.
See, Vernon? Geralt succeeded.
Lucky he did. The priest was downright discourteous and went off to meet his gods.
I saw Scoia'tael on the river.
Where? How many? What colors did they wear?
Plough the elves. We'll tend to them later. The monastery awaits.
Scoia'tael. This puzzle is beginning to come together, Geralt. You're either telling the truth or weaving a very convincing lie. I want to hear the rest. Foltest bastards. The Solar. What happened?
We might have arrived at the same time if not for tales.
Be specific, Witcher.
Well, the Archpriest told the truth.
His Majesty King Foltest of Temeria.
Arthur Tales, erstwhile Count of Nesvelt. I signed your sentence.
Yes, yet the Baroness saw fit to pardon me. An awkward situation, to be sure.
Anais and Boussy, where are they?
The royal children.
Don't test my patience, Tales, and I'll grant you a quick death.
Confess, Foltest, before the gods and the people. Boussy and Anais are the fruit of your loins. Bow to the gods and admit the truth.
You may not have noticed, Tales, but I just took this town.
Aided by murderers, sorcerers, and a mutant for whom nothing is holy.
This is hallowed ground. You will not raise your hand against a servant of the gods.
Where have you taken the children?
The Solar. They're in the Solar.
What is this? Blasphemy! Sorcerer's tricks!
Holy man unharmed and the noble gets slapped. A win-win situation, if ever I've seen one.
Damn, I've seen assaults go awry, but the dragon topples them all.
Tops. Witch's trickery.
The world's in a whirl.
And what I stole, I shall restore. Protect us, Father, from all evil. And what I stole, I shall restore.
Well, tops all. Damn nonsense. Geralt, you should know. The dragon's back! I can't. You saved my life again. Ask what you will of me, Witcher. Within reason, of course.
I need to leave, sire. I'd like Triss Merigold to come with me. If she wants.
Are you blind? She's enamored with you. You may leave, and none shall stop you. You have my word.
Who goes there?
Foltest. I've come for my children. Geralt, wait here. You might scare them.
Ah, thanks be to the gods. My prayers are answered. go, Boosie.
That's not my father.
But it is your king, boy. Bells, your triumph is complete. The city and fortress taken, sire. Time to thank the Forefather and the Mother Creatrix for this great victory.
A moment, blind man. I've not seen my children in 6 months. The gods can spare another minute. Listen to me. Your mother and I quarreled, but that is over. She was deceived. Evil men turned her against me. These men have been punished, and all will be well from now. No tears, Boosie. One day you'll be king, and kings do not weep.
Armed men approach, sire. Children, go to the refectory.
My knights will soon be here. You must meet them, for one day you will rule them. Boosie, go wash your face. They must not see that you wept.
There's a bucket of water in the next room.
Anais, help your brother.
Sire, let us pray.
They must look like the royal children they are.
They have your eyes, sire.
I suppose that's the extent of what you'll give me.
Does this mean I'm free?
Foltest, King of Temeria, has been murdered. Unfortunately for you, you're the only suspect.
The murderer outsmarted you, so I'm to rot in this dungeon.
Oh, no danger of you rotting. You'll hang.
Convince them otherwise.
I have no influence over the court.
For fuck's sake, you command the blue stripes. Do something. The real murderer is free, and he's further and further away with every hour you spend prancing around in here.
I find the killer monk story unconvincing.
I don't claim he was a monk. He was wearing a frock, though. He sailed off in a boat with some Scoia'tael.
Would you recognize him?
No problem. A mountain of meat. Never seen anyone bigger.
What would you do if you escaped?
I'd go after the Kingslayer.
You know where to look for him?
Some Scoia'tael helped him escape. That's where I'd start. I expect you might know this particular group of elves.
How'd you work that out?
They wore blue-striped masks. Trophies, I expect.
Yorveth's commando. I know where to find them. We've a trail to follow after all.
If you want to start over and take it easy this time, get me some food.
Now that you mention it.
Ves!
Bring us food and drink.
Shame you didn't think of that earlier.
It's your own fault, Geralt. Your fate is in your hands. Thank you.
Never heard of women serving in the Special Forces.
Ves is one of my best people.
How'd she wind up in the Blue Stripes?
I pulled her from the paws of the Scoia'tael. Just 16 when they torched her village and slaughtered everyone. The unit commander took a liking and spared her. One last thing. This file is about one Geralt of Rivia.
And Foltest's death?
Actually, Geralt's death. The report details events from 5 years ago. Rivia. Population 1,234. In that, 253 non-humans. September the 25th, 1268. A riot erupts. A massacre ensues. Streets run with the blood of elves and dwarves. One person finds the courage to face the raging crowd. During the rioting, 76 non-humans perished, including the Witcher Geralt of Rivia. Stabbed in the chest with a pitchfork by a man of whom we know only that his name was Rob, and he owed 3 crowns at the local tavern. Yennefer of Vengerberg dies trying to heal the Witcher. The bodies of Geralt and the sorceress are taken away by a mysterious young girl with ashen hair. Their place of interment remains unknown.
I remember. Rivia. Yennefer.
What just happened?
I saw my own death.
And the rest? Have you regained all your memory?
That's all. I just remember the end.
Ves!
Interrogation's done. Restrain the prisoner. I'll take the key. I sail upriver at dawn. Guards will collect you in 5 minutes. Eat. You'll need your strength.
Not yesterday. He was a hero, pretty much. Everyone's man.
Personally saw him cut down 20 men in the blink of an eye, so it's no surprise.
See him dashing along those walls? Can't rightly say I ever saw his sword the blade move so fast.
I thought that beast would tear him to bits when it came out of the clouds.
Delayed don't mean denied. Hangman'll do that tomorrow. What say we, teach him a lesson before he did to Foltest?
I'll not touch the scum. I get scurvy.
Right. Hangman'll do it. He's poxy already.
Guard. Come here, good man.
Why are you hollering? Do that again and we'll shut you up.
You wouldn't say that if these bars weren't here.
Is that so? Let's see. Rip your guts out!
Damn torches. I can't sneak out in this light.
promised meat today, the stinking pig nut. You're not getting off easy!
Shall we see the
You deaf or what? I said a prisoner's escaped! Guards! Where the hell is everyone? Guards, over here!
So, where's his prisoner, huh? Mind playing tricks again? I swear on my mother's life, he was... What was that?
Come on, mate. Please let me out. I beg you. If you don't, draw half the garrison here.
Stay calm, Arian.
What are you doing here?
Same thing as you.
Yes, but they imprisoned you. Why?
They say I killed Foltest.
Shame. I'd hoped to do that myself. Do you know my mother's fate? Foltest did her no harm.
News you can trust is hard to come by in wartime. I've heard nothing about her.
Fortunately, I know how to restore my family's honor.
Time to think about saving your life.
To me, honor is more important than life.
What do you plan to do?
Not your concern. We must get to the oil store where there's a way out. I'm weak. You must help me. I'll wait here. Return for me once you've cleared the way.
Bastard! You fucking prick! Fuck you, cocksucker! Fuck you up the arse! Motherfucker! I'm gonna fucking kill you, hear me? I'll rip your prick off and beat your head in with it!
my chicken.
What was that?
Piss on that!
Help me up.
Up the stairs. This way. Second door on the left. That's the oil store.
Come with me. There's nothing you can do here.
I've more to do now than ever before.
Alone.
I need no one's aid for what I aim to accomplish.
Is that your final word?
Farewell, Witcher.
here.
Hello.
Bloody hell, you didn't have to torch the castle. You were to sneak out, avoid anything resembling a bloodbath.
You left me the key to my manacles, not an invisibility cloak. Triss, is everything all right?
Not exactly. I'm no longer the royal advisor. I've lost my post, my home in Vizima. Witcher's mistress, they call me. Kingslayer's whore.
People say what they think they have to.
I know, but...
They'll change their minds as soon as we find the Kingslayer. Roach will see to that. Right, Spy?
I'm no spy, but you're mostly correct. An interregnum is chaos by definition. Rats like Baron Kimbolt and Count Maravel rule Temeria now, or strive to. But no one save old Natalis can restore true order.
Natalis is far away and of low birth. The crown's simply out of his reach. Baron Kimbolt, on the other hand.
Politics is secondary right now. Vernon, learn anything new about the Kingslayer?
A week ago, I got a message from an informer in Flotsam. He saw Yorveth in the company of a large, bald man, not unlike the one you described.
A week ago? Sounds like a cold trail to me.
We need to start somewhere. The trading post is a few days upriver, in the forests that lie on the Adernian border. Yorveth's territory.
Flotsam it is, then. Triss.
Yes?
I'm a bit beat up. Will you look at my wounds?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go below deck. And I need you to tell me about Yennefer in detail. I want to hear it all, even the things you don't want to tell me, even the things that might hurt.
Prepare to cast off! Clear the lines and all aboard!
Line's clear, Captain!
Honor's a curious thing. Honor made Arion fight a mismatched battle against the might of Temeria. Facing defeat, Honor told Arion to bow his neck to save his men. But that same honor prevented him from saving himself.
Life can't be easy for anyone who's unlucky enough to be labeled a regicide. That goes triple for someone like Geralt. Could his luck get any worse? I've known the Witcher for a long time, and I'm sure that kings, courts, and politics concern him about as much as last year's snow. But hey, Life doesn't always dole out what we expect, right? Sometimes it even forces us to associate with unsavory characters like Vernon Roach. No, I'm not making any excuses. And yes, I had my reasons. The Witcher spent most of the way to Flotsam talking to someone. Long into the evening, as water lapped against the boat's side, Triss told him forgotten stories of his unexpected child and his toxic relationship with a sorceress named Yennefer. Stories of a life stolen from him. Am I boring you? Don't set this tale aside. Give me just a few minutes more, for someone special's about to appear in dire straits upon a scaffold.
Sheathe your sword, elf. I'm here to talk. Bow low. You stand before a head crowned. That of Demavend, King of Aedirn, by the grace of the gods, sovereign of the Pontar Valley, and so on.
And you are?
A friend to non-humans. I have an offer.
Speak quickly and to the point. The Arrakis will soon return, and I'd rather know all before then.
I can add several more heads to this one. Each crowned.
Go on.
Foltest to start with. I barely escaped in Aedirn. I'll need help. Access to your hideouts and maps of your secret trails. And the support of the Scoia'tael. I want no gold and have no interest in a killer's fame.
Then why do you wish them dead?
It's a long story. Your beast nabbed his neck. Time to go. Do we have a deal, elf?
Flotsam should be just beyond the point. We'll take the beach.
Who's we?
You and me. Reconnaissance.
I'm coming too.
You should stay behind. We can't be sure of the reception we'll get.
Precisely why I won't let you go alone. Someone's got to look after you.
That time of the month.
Greetings.
Ha! Come on already.
Water's cold as hell. Come on, Witcher.
How goes it, Witcher?
Oh, your Witcher's ass is gonna have to get wet. Jump!
Any news from your secret informer?
The port's blocked. Some merchants have been held up for months.
What about roads through the forest?
Yorveth rules the forest.
Can we go?
Where are we?
In a forest?
Very funny. But who does it belong to?
Yorveth, maybe? I know more about the Pontar Valley than you think. For instance, I know that Foltest stole this land from Demavend a few years back. I believe you had a hand in that.
Hear that? I smell an elf.
That's Vernon Roach, Special Forces Commander for the last 4 years, servant of the Temerian King, responsible for the pacification of the Mahakaman foothills, hunter of elves, murderer of women and children, twice decorated for valor on the field of battle.
Yorveth, a regular son of a whore.
I've long awaited our meeting, laid plans, set traps, and now you appear in my forest of your own volition.
You aided the man who slew my king.
King or beggar, what's the difference? One Dwan less.
Since when do the Scoia'tael hire professional killers to do their dirty work? The Dwan, even. You've fallen low.
A hired killer, true. But in all certainty, he is no Dwan.
Don't make a big deal of the race thing.
Yet race is the very reason we fight. We have pointed ears, yours are rounded. We are few, yet long-lived. Your kind multiplies like vermin, though thankfully expires quickly. Humans and elves alike, trying to prove one shape is better than the other. 400 years of killing over the mold of the Oracle.
The Kingslayer's among you. We've come for him.
Then our interests collide. The Kingslayer is under my protection, and I'll not hand over a guest.
You're just another old elf in a young elf's skin, using clever words to mask an obvious truth.
Obvious, you say?
This is not about race or freedom, or even vengeance. You're here because someone powerful told you to be. Someone who's using you. They may wear a crown, carry a magic wand, or even lead a guild. But be sure of this. It's not about your freedom, your rights, or your ears. Nilfgaard plowed you once. Now someone new does. Am I wrong?
Those times are gone. No one will ever use the square tile again.
Who are you addressing? Me? Yourself? Or the archers in those shrubs?
Enough of this, Hiss!
Starley!
Spars kept one wart!
That ought to discourage them. Triss, are you all right?
Lovely.
You should have charmed the archers. They're coming. Geralt, the spell's still working. Stay close. Triss is spent, so no more butterflies. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Back to the boat?
There's even more of them that way. We must fight our way toward Flotsam.
Get your hands off my ass.
Who did you think it was?
I'm not a sack of flour or one of your commandos. I'm a woman.
I know. At least I'll die holding a lovely ass.
Not mine. Y'all hold this up.
Come on, let's go.
Stop shaking.
For your man! Are you alright?
Yes. Fine. What's happening? All I see are your boots.
Where the hell is that trading post? I'm starting to think we'll make it. Wait. Barrier's waiting. Triss.
Be quick!
Give me a bit more magic. Just a little. Geralt, kill them now!
Alarm! Squirrels! There's a mage among them! Ready yourselves!
You know each other? Rather well. But he has amnesia. I actually took the Witcher by surprise when I killed Foltest. Fear not, Elf. I know Geralt. I know his weakness.
Too many spells at once. You can die from that.
See that?
Yeah, the Kingslayer and Yorvith.
You all in one piece? Who are you?
I'm a Witcher.
Emir var Emrys, spice merchant.
A trader?
In spices.
Uh-huh. And the woman?
My good man, we barely escaped death. Be so kind as to tell us where we might get some rest. We'll explain everything later.
Very well. Head for the market square. You might be in time for the execution. Some ne'er-do-wells are going to hang. A dwarf and some bard. There's also an inn and a brothel.
Oh yeah, the brothel sounds especially interesting. Take care now.
Spice merchant. Not likely.
Did you see that?
Squirrels at our very walls.
Yorveth led them. I saw him with my own eyes.
Who are these blokes?
They're the ones the elves were chasing. Assault in broad daylight.
What about
Buddy.
Laredo? Where's the commandant? camp when we need him.
Quiet, woman.
Shut it yourself. Guzzling ale and lollygagging, that's all.
Where's that apple?
Boss, why the hell are we stacking and restacking this stuff with the port stuff? What are you looking at?
Yeah.
I think the stew's ready.
Will I see
Quiet,
you
woman.
hanging, friend?
No offense,
Some
but
hanging.
you're scaring
A bunch
my
of
customers.
non-humans and a spy.
I heard the spy's cowardly. You're a worldly man. Think he'll shit himself.
I suppose I have seen my share. That spy included.
So?
He'll shit himself without a doubt.
Stay away from me.
You playing stupid?
Welcome, welcome.
Zoltan. Dandelion, my informer.
Just great.
What's the plan?
We improvise.
No killing.
We'll take care of this, Triss.
Geralt! Geralt! Over here! Help! Don't catch ya.
Step back, White One.
What are they going to hang for? They don't look dangerous.
The charge is collusion with a Scoia'tael.
Dandelion, an elven spy?
The bard's hanging for debauchery.
What?
The sentence was he's to hang for debauchery.
And a sentence is nothing to scoff at!
Are you serious? Listen here, people. Is profligacy now a punishable offense in the free kingdom of Temeria? Or are we in Nilfgaard?
Piss off, freak! Or you'll have me to deal with. Think of the common folk, you're spoiling their fun.
Well, a freak he may be, but he speaks true. Debauchery's one of my favourite pastimes, but I don't want a noose placed around my neck for pursuing it.
The soldier boys paid us a visit or two, though we didn't have much fun.
Away with you, Margot! Go back to your brothel!
Time to go? Fine. But hear this, people. He sure liked to parade about, but his Willie wouldn't come to attention. Ha!
Stop the execution.
Shut your trap! The singer's to hang and he will hang. This is a decent town. Whores and witches notwithstanding.
Watch your words, guardsman! I don't know witches, but Margot's a decent woman!
Shut it, all of you! Or I'll not vouch for what I'll do.
Thinks he's tough, showing off his balls. Don't fret, people. I've seen the rot on them.
I'm warning you for the last time, Margot!
You wouldn't hit a lady.
You're no lady!
Leave the witcher be! Got room for one more deviant! They'll hang anyway. Look here out! Assaulted an officer! They'll hang anyway. Look here out! Assaulted an officer! Come on! Got room for one more deviant! Look here out! Assault...
What the hell is going on here? I said, what the arse fuck is going on?
I'd like to report.
Out of my sight, Clover. A few ploughing bandits and you can't even hang them. And you, stay calm, hands off your sword. Our scaffold embraces speeches and hangings. Which will it be?
You have no right to hang them.
Interesting. Because I'm the law in Flotsam.
I take issue with that. Vernon Roach, officer of the king.
Well, well. Blue stripes. The non-human hunters.
Precisely. Anyone suspected of collaborating with the Scoia'tael falls under my jurisdiction.
And Dandelion? What's he accused of?
He burned down a watchtower. What's your jurisdiction say to that? I thought so.
Is that true?
It might have looked that way, but I swear it wasn't my fault.
I'd rather give you a thief. Relax. I'm joking. I hate thieves. We can put on another show. Bloody and serious this time, mind you. Or we can come to an understanding.
Meaning?
Give me a minute, Richard. Listen here. You may have heard rumours of the tragic events that transpired during the siege of Lavalette Castle. Sadly, they are true. King Foltest is dead. It's likely that Scoia'tael had a hand in this heinous murder. So you see, none of you can feel safe. That is why today, wagons with armaments will roll out into Flotsam streets. I hereby declare a state of emergency. Await orders. Prepare to fight. And ready yourselves to avenge your fallen king. Now disperse. Go to your homes.
What about them? They'll not hang for now. Let's say I'm reconsidering their cases.
The scaffold's no place for civil conversation. We'll talk at my home.
Your friends are free for the time being, but they're not to leave town. Come after dusk. I'll be busy till then. There's one more thing.
Welcome to Flotsam, Witcher.
They were really going to hang us. I don't know. I didn't mean to torch that watchtower.
Everything's all right, Dandelion. Let's get out of here.
Oh, we owe you, Geralt. Thank you. Time to hit the tavern. Come on, Dandelion, you need a stiff drink. And while we're at it, I'll tell you an edifying tale of local hypocrisy that conceals lechery beneath a veneer of courtesy. Except nothing can hide the stench. It's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that much.
A notice board. Might find something interesting here.
Welcome to my modest shop.
What do you deal in?
All kinds of incense, mainly. For meditation, rejuvenation, cooking, making medicine, rituals, whatever you require. Welcome to my modest shop.
What do you deal in?
All kinds of for meditation.
Flotsam's got a garrison. We don't need a witcher.
I know your kind. Welcome.
Here comes the Witcher. Think he'll agree?
No, I don't know. Should we just walk up and ask him like that?
Take a good look at him. He'd be ideal.
Ha! Greetings. A word, if you will.
You see, we've created an alchemical substance and we wish to test it in Vizima, in a laboratory.
Seeing as you're a witcher, we wondered if you'd be willing to test it in practice.
In a year or two, given the occasion, you could visit us in Vizima. We'd examine you and reward you generously.
We need to study its long-term effects. We can't say more.
Are you in?
No way.
That's not...
We'll try... The gods have no love for your kind.
Greetings! What brings you here, White Wolf? Make yourself at home, please.
Do we know each other?
I've heard, or rather read much about you, in the letters of the Rivian diaspora.
Well, nice to meet you.
Einar Gausel, fundamentally a trader in old curios, although I also concern myself with the non-human community.
Squirrel sorcerer summoned his rain. The whole suns.
Hey, boss. Look who's graced our smithy. That titan of the art of smithing can't hear us. Busy. Work's a blur in his hands. And how are you, Witcher? Things working out for you?
Nice workshop.
Bah, it's no workshop, just a simple forge. But thanks for the compliment, both in my name and the master's. So, how can we help you, eh? So... So...
Squirrel sorcerer summoned his...
So...
Throw a dog outside in this.
I'm a witcher! Ha-ya!
Wouldn't throw a dog outside in this.
Let's go kill some monsters!
A nice day to you. Ah, welcome!
out of mutton.
What do you want me to do? Shit a sheep?
Shoot! Shoot!
Good day.
White-haired one. I have an offer for you. Greetings, white-haired one. I could do with your help.
I'm no herbalist.
I know who you are. I'll...
Sounds good.
The formula is in the hands of a servant.
Can't go and see.
He deals in incense. I think what he sells is harmful, yet I need the formula to prove it.
I'll see what I...
What's it to me?
What? Damn it. Trouble. Boss, so what about that bonus?
Is the work complete?
I think the stew's ready.
Quiet woman. Artistic work.
You might want to stir it.
I don't. I work the material.
Don't try anything stupid.
Pinch my ass and don't even leave a tip.
That doesn't make...
Welcome to my modest shop.
I need one of your incense formulae.
I've got more than 200 here.
I'm interested in the best seller. Someone's offering a handsome price for that formula. They say it's harmful.
Impossible. I haven't had a single complaint. And I'll not give the formula to anyone. How about this? I give you a formula for a similar scent. You get your reward, and I keep my secret.
If I don't get the real formula by the count of 5, you'll be greeting one of the 2 friends I carry on my back. 1, 2...
Wait a minute. Maybe we can come to an agreement.
3.
All right, wait. I'll give it to you. Here. Happy?
you a witcher?
I am.
You've got to do something about that filthy business. The crook selling the poison is going unpunished.
I think he's just selling incense.
Incense is only a cover. People get addicted to it, lose their senses. It's like Fistech. You must shut down that shop. Close the shop and the citizens of Flotsam will reward you handsomely.
I'll talk to the trader.
Welcome to my modest shop.
They say one of your scents is a strong drug.
A drug here? Never heard such nonsense.
A lady told me it works just like Fistech.
Perhaps everything works like Fistech on that lady.
I know there's something unusual about it.
Sure, the ingredients. They cost me a fortune.
Laredo and I will see you tomorrow.
All right then. I'll close the shop. But don't tell anyone. I beg you.
Flotsam's got a garrison. We don't need a witch.
I see you've done it! Thank you on behalf of all Flotsam. Here's your award.
Flotsam's got a garrison. We don't need a witcher.
Greetings, Lord Stiff. Welcome.
Witcher Geralt, known also as the White Wolf.
Am I that hard to distinguish from the locals?
Taller warned me you'd be catty.
Taller sent you?
Indeed. I'm on business here, so he insisted I give you a message and a package.
What's the message?
I quote him faithfully. Listen to Roach in every ploughing thing, because though he's a prick, he's also a patriot. Vultures already circle Foltest's corpse, but I'll manage. Get the sons of bitches and keep your head cool. P.S. You really fucked up at the castle.
Give me the package.
Take it. It's a weight off my mind, I tell you. I wouldn't make much of an agent. All that secrecy and nerves and cursing, not my style. Good luck to you. I'm off to tend to my matters.
Godspeed. Give my best to Taller.
Oh, I will.
Greetings.
How did it go? Did you get the formula?
I did, but I'm not going to give it to you.
We'll meet again, smart arse.
People.
Not bad.
Hey?
Just don't start any brawls. Peace and quiet. Get it?
Of course.
I've got my eye on you.
Damn, that was close. Innkeep! Vodka!
Triss Marigold. Lice eat me, but you are a treat to behold. Just a little pale.
Magic takes its toll, but I'll be all right. Good to see you in your beard again.
Can somebody tell me what happened? You set off a month ago for Zoltan's wedding.
That got fucked. There will be no wedding.
Did you hear about Foltest?
Rumors travel faster than the wind.
Winds and rumors. I want to know the truth.
I want to know how Foltest died. And the dragon, was there really one there? And who rules Temeria now?
Dandelion, calm down. You'll choke on your liquor. Triss, you're the expert on Temeria. Tell us who's in charge now.
It's chaotic and getting worse. The old families are fighting for supremacy, no holds barred.
Baron Kimbolt and Count Marivelle, I bet.
Among others. After the assassination, while Geralt was in the dungeon, the lords convened in a field near Lavalette Castle to choose a new ruler. 3 days they debated, and it looked more like a bazaar than a meeting of nobles. Except the trade was in court and ministry positions, spheres of influence, royal privileges.
Humans.
In spite of several duels and 2 poisonings, no king was chosen. Civil war was in the air.
Did they ultimately resolve anything?
No. It ended as usual. Sadly, John Natalis remains our only hope.
Ah, the victor at Brenna, and Foltest's most tried and true field commander.
And during the deliberations, he was several days' march from Lavalette Lands, with an additional 2,000 armed men in tow. He's to keep the peace until a rightful monarch is chosen.
He could find that ruling is to his liking.
Natalis is a soldier at heart. He's not suited to rule, and I don't believe he even wants to.
He's got the army behind him.
Which is why he can guarantee peace. Well, a tenuous one, sure, but that's always better than civil war. Besides which, he's deeply in debt to a dwarven bank in which Philippa Eilhart, as sorceress, holds significant stake.
Where were the mages?
Aye. Where were the grey eminences of this world when they were truly needed?
They weren't invited. Neither was I. that if not for their intervention, or rather that of a few influential sorceresses, Baron Kimbolt would have taken the throne.
I was invited to sing at his court once. Afterwards, he refused to pay me, and the food was awful. No way I'll stay in Temeria if he's crowned.
I think I've heard enough about politics. No wedding, Zoltan.
The Breckenrigs broke off the engagement because some limp prick put it about that I joined the uprising in Vizima. My would-be Popper-in-law refused to let a rebel firebrand join the family. Innkeep, where's our drink?
It was like this. We got to Mahakam a week after the Grand Master died. Bought Zoltan an absolutely grand doublet, a pair of Garibaldi Krakows, and as a gift for Eudora, a jade stone as big as my fist.
You were broke as a joke by the time Dandelion threw me a bachelor party at an establishment called the Tight Lane.
Next day, we went over to the Breckenrigs. They welcomed us in, sat us down, and proceeded to discuss the superiority of Mahakaman mining know-how over any other. And that went on until dinner. Just when I thought I'd learned more than I ever wanted to know about mining, they served the soup.
You could have held a pin drop. Old Breckenrig rose and he says, "A real dwarf works a mine, not chases fame on the battlefield."
You'll never believe this, girls, but they served duck blood soup. It was as black as tar. They must have dropped lumps of coal into the pot.
"Eat," Breckenrig says, then proceeded to slop 2 full bowls of the shite. Old goat. Hope his mind caves in on his head.
Laredo said you're working with the Scoia'tael, Zoltan.
I have done many things in my life, Geralt, but I have never stooped to banditry.
The Scoia'tael don't consider themselves bandits.
But I am no Scoia'tael.
Since when have you worked for Roach?
Hey, nobody said a word when you went out to save Temeria from the Grand Master and his mutants.
Relax, Dandelion. I was just asking. Do what you want. You're an adult, kind of.
That wasn't very supportive.
Laugh away. At least I decided to do something constructive.
You used to spy for Redania. Now you're spying for Temeria. Some might call you a traitor.
Ever tried to live off of poetry alone? The truth is, I'm a citizen of the world. As long as I don't serve Emperor Emir, I'm not doing any harm.
Leave him be, Geralt. You play the spy a bit, get bored and drop it. You know how he is.
The dragon. Well, the dragon appeared, and that's all I know.
But where did the Lavalettes get a dragon? We heard it fought on their side, huge as a barn, they say.
Dragons don't usually take sides. Maybe its lair was nearby and it just felt threatened.
If you hadn't driven it off, Foltest might not have taken the castle.
Maybe. We'll never know for sure. Foltest's killer lay in wait in the tower, where the Lavalettes had hidden the royal bastards. He was well informed.
Wait a minute. What were you doing there?
I was protecting the king. After the first attempt, Foltest began treating me as his lucky charm. He ordered me to be at his side during the battle. The dragon separated us from the rest of the army. The killer disguised himself as a monk, a blind one at that. He let Foltest greet his children, waited until I had walked off, then cut the king's throat from ear to ear.
How did he flee?
Jumped out a window into the river below. Yorvith's Scoia'tael were waiting in a boat. It was planned.
And you're chasing him because he murdered the king?
I was accused of the murder. I need to clear my name. Besides, I looked him in the eye before he escaped. He's a witcher. Then some brave Temerian soldiers showed up, piled on me, and knocked me out.
Save yourselves, good folk! The beast attacks!
We better get out there. Someone's casting spells.
What sort of sorceress are you? A lot of good you did. Can't you hear me? Why didn't you help him?
He's alive, isn't he?
The beast nearly pulled him in the water while you stood staring like a calf at a shit-covered clover.
Watch your words.
Where's this beast?
Ask her.
Geralt.
Ah, I guess we knew each other.
Oh, look here. Birds of a feather.
Let's say I've heard of you.
Master Witcher, this is foolish. The beast near pulled Sozek into the depths, and you're simply chatting with this damsel.
Sozek's alive, and nowhere near the depths. The monster's vanished without a trace.
You best take her seriously, lest you vanish without a trace.
I'm tired of your whining. Get out of here.
Ah, as ever. It's the common folk that get ploughed. Come on, lads!
I apologize for interrupting, but I am Louis Merce, and I am chief person in charge of all matters related to monster hunting in Flotsam. It is in this capacity that I must inquire if you're willing to attempt to resolve the problem of our so-called Kairan, the beast that now blocks all trade traffic on the river.
So, Witcher, are we willing?
I usually work alone.
I was here first, and I'll not relinquish this contract. My way or the highway, as the locals put it.
Fine. Your way it is.
You must contact the merchants on the waterfront as regards any rewards. Madame de Tanseville has, I believe, already conducted some preliminary negotiations.
That I have.
In that case, don't let me keep you.
Triss, how long must I wait for you to introduce us?
Sheila de Tanserville, advisor to Queen Zulika of Kovir.
Kovir's a long way north.
True. I had my doubts if the Kairan was worth the journey, but those were dispelled with what it showed today.
Here to hunt down some ingredients?
Triss Merigold, sharp as ever.
You're thinking that...
Troll eyes, ghoul venom, virgin's blood, all those disgusting marvels we take from dying species, to throw into the cauldron at Sabbaths. Right, Triss?
Absolutely. Virgins are a dying breed.
Oh my. Your sense of humour seems to be intact too. But enough of these pleasantries. Tell me, Geralt, you saw the tentacle. What do you make of it all?
The beast must be huge. Maybe inhabited one of the Pontar's tributaries before, hunting animals. Then it grew for some reason, and hunger drove it to seek fresh pastures.
And on the Pontar it found trade barges burgeoning with obese, slow-moving merchants. You're partly correct. Cedric claims the Kairan emerged from the northern swamps approximately 1 month past.
Cedric?
An elf. Formerly a Scoia'tael. Strange bird. But he knows quite a bit about the area and its living wonders.
I need to look around, find out a few things.
An investigation. Witchers' rituals, extracting secrets and such.
More or less. I'll talk to the merchants about the reward, pay Cedric a visit and get back to you.
You'll find me at the inn. I've rented lodgings there, on the upper floor.
You know the inn's also a whorehouse.
Thanks for the warning.
I'll always say, go ask the mason to take you as his apprentice.
We'd best get to work.
You free?
No, same price as always.
I think the stew's ready.
What do you want?
Heard you have a problem.
Ah, if only we had just one. Highways washed out, forests full of bandits, a river beast blocks the port, and tolls at a rise.
Can't help with the tolls, but the monster's a possibility.
A sorceress said the same, but we've yet to see any results.
She's asked me to work with her.
And who's to pay your wage?
That's what I'm here to discuss.
The sorceress was to manage alone. You can split that reward if you wish.
Well, we're managing it together now, so as I see it, you should double the reward.
You jest.
You'll double what you offered Lady de Tanzerville, because that's what the contract's worth.
So be it. I assume you to be professionals and worth every last copper paid to you.
It's a deal. Now tell me what you know about the beast.
You're the Witcher, damn it! I've no knowledge of these things.
Who could tell me more?
That ploughing elf, Cedric, most probably. He's supposed to know all about monsters.
Where can I find him?
In the village, outside the walls. Now leave me be.
You might want to stir it.
Oh no, I'm not.
Wait a minute.
Be off! People! The mutant's pursuing me!
Where might you be going?
What kind of question is that? Anyway, know where I can find an elf named Cedric?
Don't get involved in this.
You did turn pale when we met Sheila.
You must have imagined that.
I know you too well.
Sheila's one of the most powerful sorceresses.
That's no reason to fear her.
She can't be trusted, in my experience. I know her to be devious and manipulative.
Any proof?
She's well aware you lost your memory, yet pretended she didn't know.
Why would she do that?
I don't know. Her true intentions have always been hard to fathom.
I'll see if I can't learn what they are.
How?
I'll go hunting with her, right after I find Cedric.
Well, then let's go see him. He should be at the top of his observation tower.
My place.
So how's it going, dear? Everything all right at the household?
Going somewhere, friend?
In Belk. It'll be nearly a year now.
Morrill would delight in a day like this, Sir Heron.
Enjoy the memory of her. Don't wallow in the longing.
I try, I do. But I cannot believe all the bad blood this disappearance has bred.
Don't let other Shay poison your memory of her. Hatred is but an outlet for helplessness.
Thank you, Cedric. Vafail.
Vafail.
A monster? Where?
Are you Cedric?
Who asks?
Geralt of Rivia.
Ah, the Witcher. And?
Triss Marigold.
Lovely scent, Triss.
Cedric, look at me.
What do you want, Geralt of Rivia?
I aim to kill the Karen. Heard you might be able to help.
That depends on the sort of aid you seek.
I need information.
We should have killed it years ago. Now I don't know. The beast has become too large for the riverbed, and it has strange growths on its tentacles, extremely thick skin. Previously, it inhabited a swamp along one of the Pontar's tributaries. Completely wild terrain. Even the Scoia'tael don't venture there. You should go see the wreck of the boat it recently sank. Inspect any traces it's left. See the destruction.
Where's this wreck?
Venture south into the forest, then turn east toward the river. You'll find the ruins of a bridge erected long ago by the Enshe. The wreck lies at their foot.
Thanks, Cedric. I'm looking to hunt in this area, and I could use some advice.
I'm no witcher. I set traps, snares, try to keep neckers.
I'm aiming a little higher than neckers.
The old man? Meaning the Karen? Listen, I'm not one to teach your grandmother to suck eggs. You witchers know your work. But if you pay me, I can...
What kind of...
Puncturing trap, immobilizing trap, even decoys to pull monsters into an ambush. Whatever you like.
The elf woman you were talking about. How did she disappear?
Saharim believes the forest took her.
What do you believe?
Moril simply vanished, almost a year ago now. Some say she was too beautiful, and Dwan must have harmed her.
You believe that?
If I have no evidence before me, I try to trust my feelings. And they tell me the forest did not take her.
Why would you keep that from Saharim?
Because it's meaningless. Perhaps she was murdered, perhaps she departed on her own, never to return. She's gone, and neither I nor Saharim can reverse that.
Who exactly are you?
One who warns humans against the dangers that lurk in the forest.
Care to clarify?
I am old, even for an elf. Yet the forest is older. I've lived in it for years and understand it, though it's nothing I can explain. At times, I make mistakes, and people don't come home.
So you help humans?
I just know if it's safe to venture beyond the gates or not.
Maybe I'll come back when you're sober.
You witches live a long life. You may indeed get to see that day.
What are the Scoia'tael fighting for?
Do you ask about the old ones, who hoped to restore our race to its previous glory? Or about the young ones, who fight for survival and out of suicidal revenge?
Yorvith's warriors. Which mold do they fit?
They believe they are still independent, and that there is but one just way to view their cause. In truth, however, they're but a shadow of the Enshe's former glory. They cling to delusions to the very moment when a sword or a noose ends their life, or until they realize the truth themselves, which is, I believe, the worst.
I need to make a few...
There's never a shortage of work.
Know why that is?
Cursed places attract all sorts of scum, like dung attracts flies. There was once a great house in the clearing. They locked up lunatics there. The lunatics broiled. The ruins remain cursed to this day. 2 daredevils went off to explore the ruins recently. They haven't been seen since.
A great house, you say? Tell me more about the building itself.
It was an old manor house that was converted into a mental institution. There was no shortage of lunatics in wartime. They just kept coming. Reverend Mercier locked them up in there and looked after them. If you find the 2 people lost in the ruins of the mental asylum, you stand to be handsomely rewarded. By them or their families.
No harm in trying.
Careful there. A monster? Where?
Not a very nice day. Welcome.
Excellent work.
In it? The finest...
You hunt?
Oh, we must not hunt in the royal forest. Even children.
They must be finding more...
A war.
Not necessarily. The Scoia'tael...
We ought to wait for better times and be satisfied with the little things. See ya!
You betray no one else, Elvin bitch.
I don't know.
What's going on here?
This whore's a Scoia'tael spy.
Any evidence?
What's it to you?
Easy. She loiters around the garrison, kick-kitting us. Roderick says he bound her, but I don't believe that.
I did!
That's your evidence?
2 of our lads are missing. Last seen with her.
I only spoke to them. Then they went off towards the caves. That's all I know.
The bitch is lying. She led them into an ambush.
This ought to be easy enough to resolve. Look inside the caves.
But they're crawling with all sorts of filth.
I'll do it, but you'll pay me. Wait for me at the harbor.
son.
Mother, I...
Oh, my damn sacrum. Aching and thumping.
Have you heard?
Can girls become witches too?
Greetings.
Boss, why the hell are we stacking and restacking this stuff if the port's not?
A lot of blood, and I'm about to find out who it belonged to.
girls become witches too?
Boss, why the hell are we stacking and restacking?
Yes.
We'll wait out here.
Make it quick. A lot of blood, and I'm about to find out who it belonged to. Damn you.
How many more can there be?
Should be something at the end of this trail.
Scoia'tael arrows. This is pretty clear.
Find anything in there?
2 soldiers.
What happened to them?
They're dead, riddled with arrows.
I know nothing about that.
What do you think, Witcher?
Seems like 2 soldiers wandered into the cave, maybe to drive away monsters. But just because somebody convinced them to go. I don't know how many monsters they managed to kill, but I do know who got them. Scoia'tael.
Bollocks.
Last I recall, Neckers don't know how to use bows.
Hey, lads! Let's find a tree!
No! I'll tell you everything! Just don't kill me, please!
Give it up, Elf.
Let's take it to the Commandant.
Lorida will torture me. I hope my screams wake you every night, Vatgun.
Shut it! Thanks, Witcher. You've earned your reward.
Boss, why the hell are we stacking?
Welcome.
What are you looking at?
At your service.
Boss, so what about that bonus?
Is the work complete?
Not yet. Get to work, you
Boss, so what about that bonus?
Is the work complete?
Not yet. Get to work, you sloths!
People! The mutant's pursuing me!
I think the stew's ready.
Quiet, woman. Artist at work.
You might want to stir it.
I don't stir. I work.